The Château de Brissac, located in the Loire Valley of France, is the tallest castle in the country, boasting 7 stories and 204 rooms. While its golden-hued stone and lush vineyards suggest a fairy tale existence, the castle is home to one of the most famous and tragic ghosts in European history, the Green Lady, La Dame Verte. The legend dates back to the 15th century, during the reign of King Charles VII. The castle was then owned by Château de Brissac. His wife, Charlotte de France, was the illegitimate daughter of the king and the half-sister of King Louis XI. Their marriage was not one of love, but of political convenience, and it was marked by coldness and frequent, bitter arguments. On the night of May 31st, 1477, Jacques returned from a hunting trip and was informed by a servant that his wife was in the arms of another man, a young huntsman named Pierre de Laverne. In a blind, murderous rage, Jacques broke down the bedroom door and discovered the lovers together. He allegedly ran them both through with his sword, killing them instantly. The double murder was so brutal that it sent shockwaves through the French court. Jacques was imprisoned for his crime, but the castle itself seemed to absorb the violence of that night. Shortly after the tragedy, the new residents began reporting the sound of a woman's agonized moaning echoing through the chapel and the upper corridors of the North Tower. The spirit of Charlotte, now known as the Green Lady because of the emerald-colored silk dress she was wearing when she died, is most frequently seen in the castle's chapel. However, she is not a typical pretty ghost. Witnesses who have seen her up close report a terrifying detail. Where her eyes and nose should be, there are only 3 dark, hollow holes. This skeletal appearance has terrified guests for centuries. One guest in the 1920s reported waking up to find the Green Lady standing at the foot of his bed. He described her face as a mask of grey, rotting flesh. She didn't speak, but she reached out a cold, decaying hand toward him before slowly fading into the stone wall of the bedchamber. The current residents, the Duke and Duchess of Brissac, have lived in the castle for decades and have become accustomed to their supernatural tenant. The Duke has famously remarked that while the Green Lady doesn't bother the family, she certainly startles the guests. They often hear her footsteps and the rustle of her heavy silk dress in the early morning hours. The screaming walls of Brissac are another chilling phenomenon. In certain parts of the castle, particularly near the site of the murder, the stones are said to emit a low-frequency hum that sounds like a woman's stifled sob. Paranormal investigators have noted that the temperature in these spots is consistently several degrees lower than the rest of the room. In the 19th century, a group of workers renovating the tower claimed they found a hidden void behind a wall. Inside, they allegedly found a single, tarnished gold ring and a lock of dark hair. Many believe these belonged to Charlotte. Since the discovery, the hauntings have reportedly intensified, as if disturbing the hidden remnants of her life angered her spirit. Today, the Château de Brissac is a popular tourist destination and even operates as a bed and breakfast. Brave visitors can stay in the very rooms where the Green Lady wanders. While the castle is filled with priceless art and antiques, the true attraction remains the tragic princess who refuses to leave the home where her life was so violently stolen. As the mist rolls off the Loire River and settles around the castle's towers, the Green Lady continues her eternal vigil. She is a reminder of a time when honor was settled with steel and where a broken heart could anchor a soul to a building for 500 years. At Brissac, the history isn't just in the books. It is walking the halls in a green silk dress.